The two greatest words in sports, Game 7. Although this could be a 50-game series, so not that important, but it's still a 3-3 tie, and this would be a game to put one team ahead, and emotions were high from the start. This was in pregame warm-ups. A pushing and shoving match. Game 6 was full of bat flips. There's been trash talk in the last couple days, and things just boiled over today, and it would get worse as the game went on. Top of the first inning, Lone Wolves. Leading off, Jacob hits this bouncer to first. Ethan Fields' throw is late to first. Jacob's going to get up and he's going to try to make it to second. The throw is high and out of the way. He's going to go ahead and hustle for third. Caleb's throw misses, and he's going to come all the way around to score. A wild way to start the game, 1-0 Lone Wolves. Two batters later, Jacob, another bouncer down the first base line, just fair over the base. Patrick's going to score easily from second. RBI single, 2-0 Lone Wolves. Later in the inning, Patrick hits this bouncer right back to the mound. Easy play for Caleb, but he rushes the throw, misses Jacob from point-blank range. The ball goes all the way to the fence in right field. Both runners come around to score, and it's 4-0 Wolves. Two batters later, Patrick, another bouncer right back to the mound, and another missed throw. Jacob scores. That's 5 runs in the first inning. They only hit one ball hard the entire inning. Bottom one, Ethan at bat. Patrick gets him swinging, and the talk continues. He says, why don't you go ahead and go sit down? As the base runner and the batter switch places, the talk continues. Ethan and Patrick jawing at each other. Ethan spits at his feet right here, just intensifying the atmosphere here. Patrick gets Ethan swinging again. He says, why don't you sit down? Caleb, you sit down too. Things just are getting a little out of control here. Top of the second, Jacob on second with a leadoff double. Patrick a fly ball into deep center. Ethan with a great catch. Jacob slips going back to second. That's a double play, and the Lone Wolves go scoreless in the second. Bottom two, more ugly baseball here. Another bouncing ball back to the mound. Patrick bobbles. The throw misses Caleb at first. He's going to end up on second easily. Stretching to third. Patrick's throw misses again. Another run's going to come home to score on missed throws. It's 5-1. Next batter, Ethan looking on this curveball. Patrick reminds him, that's 3 times. I've struck you out 3 times today. Oh man, this is just getting out of control. Next batter, Caleb. He goes down swinging. More talk. Bats being thrown. Emotions high, and it would all boil over into the top of the third. With this pitch, Caleb drills Patrick. Drops the bat. Talking back and forth. Jacob comes running into first. He's going to try to break it up. Ethan's trying to hold Caleb back, but nobody's stopping this. It's too late. An absolute brawl breaks out on the mound. There's a pileup. Biscuit even comes in. He's into the fray. An absolutely ugly scene at Quarantine Cup. Things would eventually calm down enough for the play to continue. Caleb removed from the game pitching. Patrick bounces this one into left field. That scores Jacob. It's 6-1, going to the bottom of the third. Ethan hits this deep drive into left. He admires it way too long, though. He's going to have to hustle to get into second base. He does make it safely, but overruns the base, tagged out. Leadoff double is wasted. Have a season high for bouncing balls back to the mound today. Here's another, and Patrick makes a good stop. Throw, yet again, misses. Caleb is on first. They're going to continue to try to mount this rally. Ethan has 2 strikes on him here and fights off this curveball to keep the inning alive. The Hermit Crabs are not going down without a fight. Caleb rips this line drive into left field. That's going to score Ethan. That makes it 6-2 with a 1-out rally, but that would be all they would get. Patrick gets Ethan swinging to end the game. 6-2 your final in an ugly, crazy game. Yeah, it was a pretty intense game just right from the start. I don't know, it just seemed a little more energized and emotional. Probably just those 2 words, Game 7. They just kind of bring that out in people, I guess. And it's just an emotional game. Everybody's emotions just kind of boiled over there in the third inning, and it was an ugly scene for Quarantine Cup. Hopefully nobody gets suspended or we can't play any more games. But other than that, we're, at the end of the day, it's all about wins and losses, and we needed that win to go up 4-3 in the series. Jacob, where are you?
You're gonna have to get up so I can see you. Happy for my teammate. He did pretty good.
Get real loud.
Yeah, I didn't do very good at hitting. I had a couple good hits, but I struck out a couple times. We kicked their butts in the field, and we kicked their butts in the fight. Oh no!
Again, just an emotional, ugly scene at Game 7 today of the Quarantine Cup. The Lone Wolves do come out on top to move to 4-3 on the season as the Hermit Crabs drop to 3-4. After the teams combined for 21 runs and 32 hits just 3 days ago in Game 6, they're only able to manage 8 runs on 18 hits today, including only 3 extra base hits, everything else singles. After the home team started the season winning the first 4 games, the visitors had won 3 straight now. The Lone Wolves, Patrick picks up the win, his 3rd on the year, moving to 3-1, had a season-high 5 strikeouts on the mound. Go 5 for 7 at the plate with a double and an RBI. Jacob with a 5 for 8 day at the plate with a double and an RBI himself. That gives him 13 on the season. Hermit Crabs, Caleb takes the loss. He drops to 2-3 on the year. 5 for 6 day at the plate, but again, all singles. Did have his 21st RBI, which leads the league. Ethan goes 3 for 7 with a double. That's his 9th of the year. We will await word from the league office to see if there's any suspensions. If they're not, Game 8 is tentatively scheduled for this weekend.